Welcome back, everybody, to the deep dive. Today, we are going to do a deep dive into a case study. And you guys out there in the audience, and you guys always come to us asking for the really good, juicy case study stuff.
Yeah.
And so today, we are looking at a beverage company. Yeah, beverage, a big, huge beverage company.
They are big.
That revamped its maintenance operations.
With mobile tech.
With mobile tech. Yeah. So this is not just about like getting, a couple new tablets or something. This is like really overhauling the way.
Yeah, fundamental change.
Fundamental change, yeah.
For how they work.
Yeah. So, okay, so imagine this company is operating across 19 countries.
Wow.
They have 32 industrial facilities.
Big.
Huge, right?
Yeah.
Big. But they had this problem that, a lot of companies have, especially companies that have been around for a while, which is that they were using outdated maintenance processes.
Oh, yeah, I've seen this.
Yeah. So we're talking,
Paper mountains.
mountains of paper,
Yeah.
and just like critical information just constantly getting lost.
Oh,
And the dating dates were just so slow.
I can't even imagine.
Right. Like, could you imagine trying to keep track of all of the repairs?
In 19 countries.
In 19 countries, yeah. And all of the, maintenance schedules with a system like that?
No, it would be a nightmare.
It would be an absolute nightmare.
You would be constantly putting out fires instead of,
Yeah.
actually solving the problems.
Yeah. And, in an industry like beverage production, any downtime, any delay, it just has huge consequences.
Yeah, those lines got to keep rolling.
Yeah, they got to keep it moving.
Yeah, for sure.
So they knew that they had to find a better way.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, so back in 2015, they basically went on this mission.
They did.
To find a tech solution.
Yeah.
That was actually going to fundamentally transform.
Get rid of all those papers.
Get rid of the papers. Yeah, make everything.
Make it more efficient.
Make it better.
Yeah.
And they were serious about it. Like, they didn't just want any old software.
No, they had a list.
They had a list of very specific requirements.
26.
26 technical requirements. And they said that the solution had to meet at least 90%.
90%.
Of those requirements.
They were serious.
They were not messing around.
Yeah.
They wanted the best.
They wanted the best. So.
And they had high standards.
High standards.
Good for them.
Yes. And they found it.
They did.
It did. So the solution that they chose, one of the biggest things it did was it really streamlined data entry, which had been a huge problem for their technicians in the field.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
Can you imagine, you're a technician, you're out in the field, and
you're trying to fill out
this complicated form.
On a little tiny screen.
On some tiny little device. It's just.
With big gloves on, probably?
Yeah.
It's just a nightmare.
Talk about productivity killer.
Totally.
Yeah. So, the new system that they got was really simple. That's key.
Yeah, and it was flexible.
Yeah.
And it allowed the technicians to very quickly
get their data in?
Yeah, get the data in even when they were offline.
Oh, wow. That's crucial.
Yeah, and then as soon as they had a connection,
they would all sync up?
Yeah, all the data would automatically sync with the central system.
So they didn't lose anything?
Yeah, no more manual data entry.
Nice.
No more lost information.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, and that's that seamless online and offline thing.
Yeah, that was huge for them.
That was huge.
I bet.
Yeah, so the technicians, they could access all this critical information. They could update records.
Yeah. They
could complete reports wherever they were.
Whether they had connectivity or not.
Yeah. It didn't matter if they had an internet connection.
That's great.
And the system, it wasn't just about record keeping.
It went beyond that.
It went way beyond that.
Yeah.
So they got this powerful analytics.
Oh, wow.
To track how all of their equipment was performing.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So they could
identify problems. Before they even started.
Yeah. Before they even became problems. And then they could also optimize their maintenance schedules.
So they're not just fixing things when they break.
Right. They're preventing the break.
They're taking care of them.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's great.
It's preventative.
Preventative maintenance is always better than reactive maintenance.
Always better, yeah.
It's like going to the doctor when you're already sick versus going to the doctor for a checkup.
Yeah, exactly.
Much better to catch things early.
It's like having a crystal ball for your equipment.
Yeah, exactly. You know it's going to happen before it happens.
Yeah, and they didn't just flip a switch and say, okay, everybody use this new system.
No, they were smarter than that.
They were smarter than that. They did a pilot project first.
That's always a good idea.
Yeah, so they had 180 users.
Okay.
Tried out for about 2.5 months.
All right, so they got to work out the kinks.
Get the kinks out.
Get all the bugs out.
Make sure that it worked for them.
Yeah, that's good. So it was ready when it went company-wide.
Yeah, so that pilot phase was really crucial
Hmm.
because they got to get feedback from the technicians,
The actual users,
the people who are actually using it every day.
the people on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were able to figure out all the challenges and refine everything
Before
before,
they rolled it out to everybody.
yeah, before they did the
Yeah.
company-wide rollout.
Yeah.
And the results are amazing.
The results are amazing. I'm excited.
I know. Okay, so are you ready?
I'm ready.
Repairs were completed 79% faster.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, huge.
And they also, they were able to squeeze in 10% more time between equipment failures.
Oh,
Like, think about the productivity.
that's a lot of time.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah.
And the cost savings.
Oh, yeah, they must have saved a ton of money.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
It's really impressive. And that 79% reduction in repair time, that wasn't just because of the technology.
Right, it was the whole process.
That's the whole process.
Yeah. The technicians, they had the information they needed
They had the power.
at their fingertips.
Yeah, they didn't have to run back to the office.
To look at manuals,
Yeah, no more manual.
and we're calling the supervisor.
It was like they had superpowers.
Yeah, they were so efficient.
And on top of all that, they also saved a ton of paper.
Oh, yeah, I was going to ask about that.
Yeah, so they saved 7.2 million sheets of paper every year
Wow.
by going digital.
That's like a forest.
That's a whole forest.
That's incredible.
It's amazing, right?
Yeah.
So increased efficiency, reduced costs,
And they're helping the environment.
and helping the environment. It's a win-win-win.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, and the technicians themselves, like each technician saw a 15% boost in their productivity.
Wow, just imagine if you could be 15% more productive
I know.
every day.
I know, right?
It's amazing.
And one of their maintenance engineers said that this new system was the most complete maintenance tracking tool
Wow.
on the market.
That's high praise.
That's high praise.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of this success, it came from their rollout. They did such a good job with the rollout.
Yeah, they did it strategically.
They did it strategically.
Hmm.
Yeah. So they had a dedicated support room to help people
How about that?
during the transition, and they provided training outside of the work environment.
Ah, so people could really focus.
Yeah, so people could really focus on the training, and they kept the classes small.
Yeah. Yeah, so it was more one-on-one.
Yeah, yeah, so that everybody could get that personalized attention.
Smart.
And they even had a project manager assigned to every single facility.
So there was somebody there to make sure
Yeah, to make sure things were on track.
things were going smoothly.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, so they really thought of everything.
Yeah, they were really organized about it.
Yeah, so for everybody out there listening,
Mm-hmm.
what does this all mean for you?
Well, it just goes to show you
Yeah,
how powerful mobile tech can be.
mobile tech is powerful.
Even for something as complex as, managing all that maintenance across 19 countries. It's true.
It's amazing.
So yeah, you can transform even the most complicated processes.
Yeah.
And even like the paper-heavy processes.
And all that paper gone?
All gone.
Yeah.
It's great.
But you have to be strategic about it.
Yeah, you can't just throw the technology at the problem.
No.
You have to think about how to implement it.
Yeah, you got to have a plan.
You got to have a plan.
Yeah, and so this really makes me think about all the other industries that could benefit
Oh, yeah.
from this kind of approach.
Yeah, like healthcare,
Healthcare, yeah.
logistics, field services.
Any kind of field service.
Pretty much anything where you have people out and about.
Yeah, and it's not just about the technology. It's about figuring out what your challenges are and finding the right solution.
Yeah, finding the right solution for your specific needs.
Exactly, and that's what they did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this deep dive, it's really shown us that mobile technology, it's not just a fad.
It's the future.
It's the future.
Yeah.
So thanks for joining us on this journey, everybody.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
We'll see you next time.
See you next time on the Deep Dive.